Namaste, everyone. Hope it is audible. Yes, just give a thumbs up if it is audible. All good? Okay, wonderful, wonderful, amazing. I was supposed to be there physically. I was looking forward, and then the last minute, there was a lot of issues happening with India and neighboring country. So, because of some emergency situation, I have to stop it. But I'm happy to see all of you here in this digital space. Actually, I was very looking forward to this visit. And also, this visit is supposed to be the launch of Breath Energy Health Foundation in UK. Is planning to do a bit of groundwork, identify the core team members, and want to set up an ashram in UK. So this was my plan. But never mind, whatever happens in a divine timing. Maybe I have to make a dedicated visit in a better time. And I hope I'll be meeting all of you, wonderful souls, and together we're going to take it forward. And today's session, it will be meditation first, and then the question answers. It will be an opportunity to interact with all of you. See, in the spiritual process, every spiritual seeker has to do two things. One, meditation, dhyana sadhana, and number two, jnana sadhana, gyan, wisdom. So sadhana means practice. There's only two practice you have to focus on. Every meditation seeker, every enlightenment seeker, or every person who is looking for ultimate happiness, every seeker who is looking for liberation has to do two kinds of practices. One, the practice of meditation, which is a journey to go within. And number two, the practice of acquiring the jnana, wisdom. And for the people who already have certain wisdom, they have to fine tune their understanding. Because half intellect is always dangerous. So you should always strive to have a complete understanding. You should always strive to have the understanding from many point of views. So that is where the practice comes into the play. Very simple. Truth is very simple. Only two kinds of practices in any given day, all the day. Meditation practice and the practice of reading books, Swadhyaya, and the practice of Sajjana Sangatya or Guru Sangatya. When you do Swadhyaya and Sajjana Sangatya, your existing understanding will be fine tuned and new understanding will come. The expansion of your consciousness happens the more when you expand your wisdom. So let us begin with meditation, my dear friends. So drink some water. It's always a good practice to drink some water before you start meditation. A little bit water before meditation and plenty of water after meditation. So keep your books, keep your bags, everything aside. Sit comfortably. And I'm going to share my screen with a crystal. So this is a very special crystal, and this crystal is gifted to me by the Galactic Council through Patricia and Nina Brown. So this crystal has been gifted to me for a particular reason. So what is that unique purpose of the crystal is the crystal activates certain codes within you. When you are pure in your heart space, when you have the pure intent for awakening, when you have the pure intent to live a better version of yourself, when you want to let go of all the third dimensional fears, and when you want to graduate yourself to the fifth dimension, which is the love based, friendship based vibration, So the crystal plays a very important role. So what role the crystal plays? It acts like a catalyst. When you are sincere, when you are sincere for your enlightenment, when you are sincere for your own awakening, then you are not alone. Then the universe responds. So the crystal is one such tool where the universal consciousness, the cosmic energy, is amplified. And along with that, certain genetic coding, certain DNA coding happens on the energy level. And eventually it will reflect on the physical level. So this unique crystal, which has 144 facets, it activates your heart space. It activates your heart chakra. You can all feel a tingling sensation. You can feel a certain warm vibrations. You can feel energy movements in your heart space, or you might feel certain clarity coming in. It is through your heart space is the gateway to the kingdom of God. We have 7 chakras. The lower 3 chakras relates to the physicality. The upper 3 chakras relates to the spirituality, spiritual aspect of yourself. The lower 3 chakras are the physical aspect of yourself. The higher 3 chakras are the spiritual aspect of your own self. In between, the balancing chakra is the heart chakra. So it is through this heart chakra. Heart chakra is your doorway to enter the kingdom of God and to be in the middle path, to experience the divine human nature of who you are. Okay. So let me share the screen. And all I want you to do is just witness the crystal, gaze into the crystal, deeply observe the crystal without blinking the eyes for about 1 minute, 30 seconds to 1 minute. Without blinking the eyes, look as deeply as possible with your heart space totally open and your mind completely empty. So, how do you make sure that your mind is completely empty? Just put an intent. Just put an intent that I really want to connect to the crystal. I want to connect to the crystal for my own evolution. I want to connect to the crystal for me to be a better version of myself. And I want to live my divinity on the planet Earth. So when you put that intent, very naturally you go into your heart space and your mind naturally becomes empty. So let us have this intent to experience our own divinity. And the crystal is a tool which reflects your own divinity through your heart space in the form of energy, in the form of codes. Let me share my screen, my dear friends. I hope you are seeing the screen. The screen is visible now. So just gaze into the crystal. It will have a similar effect, whether it's a physical crystal or you are connecting virtually, your intent matters. Without blinking your eyes, gaze as deeply as possible. And you can consciously put an intent that I want to connect with my own divinity and I want to be a better version of my own self. I want to live my highest potential on the planet Earth. And you can also make a sacred prayer that only the truth of the highest order, the light of the highest order, will be allowed to enter my energy space. And absolutely, there is no dependency, my dear friends. The crystal is just a tool, but the real crystal is you. You are the real crystal. The real crystal is in your heart space. So the crystal has 144 facets. It's transparent, pure, multidimensional. In fact, we are multidimensional, transparent, pure. That is our true quality. Purity is our quality of our soul. To remember our own divinity, to remember our own purity, to remember our own multidimensional reality. The remembering is the awakening. Now you may gently close your eyes. The crystal will do its job. Your job is to go inside you, within you, through your natural breath. Gently close your eyes, clasping your hands, crossing your feet. Relax. Let your entire body relax. You just need to be with your natural breath. Soft, easy, tranquil breath. Let your shoulders be completely relaxed. Let your neck, back be completely relaxed. The more relaxed your physical body is, the more deeper you go into meditation, my dear friends. Please don't open your eyes till the end of meditation. For the next 1 hour, please don't open your eyes. All you need to do is just be with your normal, natural, simple breath. And the moment you notice any thoughts, don't worry about the thoughts. Don't fight with the thoughts. Simply come back to the breath. Again and again, witness your breath. Come back to your breath. Become a pure witness of your own natural breath, my dear friends. In the beginning, you use a little bit of mind to focus on the breath, but slowly, slowly, the witnessing will start happening. Let the witnessing of the breath happen naturally. You be with your breath. Kindly be with your breath. Final 5 minutes. Kindly be with your breath. Be totally with yourself. Final 5 minutes. Final 2 minutes. Bring your awareness totally to the present moment. Slowly become aware of your body and your surroundings. Final 10 seconds. Gently place your hands on your eyes. Slowly unlock your fingers and gently place your hands on your eyes. You don't need to rub your hands. Gently place your hands on your eyes in such a way that your fingers are touching your eyes. Towards the end of meditation, when you place your hands on your eyes in such a way that your fingers are touching your eyes, the excess energy which is stored in the fingers goes back into your body through your eyes. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. You may slowly open your eyes whenever you are ready. And drink plenty of water. It's always a very good practice to drink plenty of water after meditation.
So, Pradeep, please go on mute. Okay.
Okay, friends. Now for the next 40, 45 minutes, let us get into. Now we have done Dhyana Sadhana. Now let us do Gyan Sadhana for the next 45 minutes. It will be you who will be asking the topic. So based on your question, we can have Sajjana Sangatya and whatever the topics you want a further understanding or fine tuning, I'll speak about it. Spirituality, in its simple terms, if you can ask, what is the purpose of spirituality? What is the end goal of spirituality? What is spirituality? Spirituality, The very purpose, the end goal of spirituality is simply to live a happy and healthy life, to live a life of complete contentment, peace, to live a life of peace and happiness and joy. Any soul which comes to the planet Earth, it chooses to come only for two reasons, my dear friends. Number one is to make yourself a little more beautiful. And number two, to make the planet Earth a little more beautiful. So, how can you make yourself a little more beautiful? When you are learning soul lessons, you go through so many challenges in life, and every challenge gives an opportunity to learn something, and every challenge empowers you. You have to understand every challenge empowers you, every difficulty empowers you to be a better person, to be a stronger person. So, the more you learn soul lessons, the more you understand the bigger picture of life, the more you are making yourself a little more beautiful. And when you help another person, that is service, every time you do a service, you're also empowering yourself, you're also helping yourself. So, your effort to make the planet Earth beautiful is an effort to make yourself beautiful. And your effort to make yourself beautiful, very naturally, it creates a ripple effect and it creates beauty around you. Your attempt to make yourself beautiful creates a ripple effect in such a way that your surroundings becomes naturally beautiful. The people around you are impacted by your beauty. When I say beauty, that means your true quality. A self-realized person, a person of self-realization, inspires people around him. A very natural ripple effect creates. So there's only two reasons why anybody comes to planet Earth. One, to make yourself beautiful, and number two, to make the planet Earth beautiful. Both are intertwined. Every effort you make to make yourself beautiful by default helps the planet Earth. And every effort you make, deliberate effort you make to help the planet Earth, directly impacts you. Vice versa. So if somebody asks, if somebody is new to spirituality, if somebody is new to the spiritual journey, and if they ask, what should I do? What should I do every day so that I can live a healthy and happy life? There's only two things. Number one, focus on your evolution. Number two, help others evolve. Inspire others evolve. Do seva. Only these two things you do. That is good enough. And how can you help yourself? Again, number one, meditation. And number two, reading books, understanding life, analysis of life. What is good, what is not so good. Contemplation, discernment, coming out of the limited belief systems. The more you come out of the limited belief systems, the more you are accessing your own true nature. So, number one, meditation. Number two is swadhyayam, contemplation, journaling, reading books. And number three, sajjana sangatya, satsang. You understood many things. You meditated many hours and you read many books. You understood many things, but your understanding has to be fine tuned. That fine tuning of your understanding, the fine tuning of your wisdom happens only in Sajjana Sangatya, in Guru Sangatya. So let us take this opportunity for this Sajjana Sangatya question answers. You can raise your hands and mic will be passed to you and you can ask the questions. So let your question be very precise, simple and straightforward, and we'll take it forward from there. And as far as the the UK chapter of Breath Energy Health Foundation is concerned, we have started the groundwork, and the people who resonate with working collectively, of course, there are so many organizations around the world who are doing an amazing job. But what precisely is this Breath Energy Health Foundation? Is this Breath Energy Health Foundation, the very purpose of it is we want to work with the government. We want to inspire the government. We want the government to take up this meditation, mindfulness, and spiritual science to the schools, to the universities, to the colleges, to the workplaces. And we want the government to actively encourage the citizens towards the self-realization process, towards being a healthy, a peaceful, and a happy life. And we have started it in India, in Vietnam, and we are going it in full-fledged. We are going in full stream. And so hopefully, because you see the crystal is connected to the heart chakra. And if you see the world map, UK is the heart chakra. UK is the heart chakra. So United Kingdom is going to play a very, very important role in the process of enlightenment of the planet Earth. India is like a mother's womb. India is like the mother's womb of the spirituality, but UK is the heart center. So UK will play a very major role, and I'm assuming or I'm hoping that by 2026 we will be setting up a foundation, a non-profit foundation in UK, and we'll also be having an ashram, a foundation which will have a research center, and through the research center we want to reach out to the government. So the plans are there, and I think step by step, slowly we are going to go ahead. In India, we are already reaching out to the government. We have started our own research, and a couple of months ago, I was in United Nations. I was addressing United Nations in Vietnam, in Hanoi. So more and more government bodies are coming forward to collaborate with Breath Energy Health Foundation. And more than 7 universities are having a memorandum of understanding. The signing is going to happen very soon. And we have started reaching out to the schools, and we are working with the government to introduce meditation as a compulsory subject in the schools. And in the universities, we are creating a syllabus, we are creating a curriculum so that the universities, the degree colleges, so the spiritual science will be a value added subject, and it will have marks, and this marks will add on to their mark sheet, to the final mark sheet. So we are in that process. So once we do all this research, once we have the tie-up with the government in India, in Vietnam, the similar model we will be implementing in UK. So that is our plans as far as the Breath Energy Health Foundation is concerned. And we have many people in UK supporting this, and we'll be working together. And anybody specifically who want to join this project, the first step is you will be joining the TOT program. TOT is Training of the Teachers program. So we are starting a Training of the Teachers program next month, July 15th. And it's a 6 months program, it's a certificate course. So once they finish this Training of Teachers program, then they will be the representatives to reach out to the schools, to reach out to the government officials. So that is the plan. So more about it, probably I'll discuss it on a separate, on another day, with more specifics, with more details. But Mr. Ravikiran will be the point of contact if you want to have more details as of now. Anybody who is interested, you please give your name, your number, and we'll get back to you. Okay. So thank you. So let us go to the question answer session. Or maybe if it is, if the cameras are not reaching out to the people, somebody can listen to the question and tell me on the Zoom.
Very good. For the questions, I'm disconnecting you from the audio. So once they ask the question, again I will connect your audio. Okay.
Yeah, yeah.
Hello. Namaste, Master. My name is Saida, and I have one question to you. The question is, as you mentioned, we are evolving. Our mind has to evolve to get a liberation.
You are able to hear and Pradeep Karan?
No, it's not so clear. Can you help just speak again the same question?
Okay, okay.
Yeah. Now.
Yeah, Namaste, Master. My question is, when we are leaving our body, soul is going out, and we are doing the dhyana for our mind cleansing. What about the mind? Is the mind goes along with the soul we are leaving, or mind is completely different? Only it is the soul journey. What happens to the mind?
Okay. So you
Just a
have to
second.
understand.
Just a second. Just a second.
Just a minute. Just a minute. Sorry.
Yeah, now you can.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Pradeepji, you can talk.
Okay. So what is the name of the gentleman who asked the question?
Sai.
Okay. Okay, so for the next question, maybe you can introduce a little bit about yourself and then ask the question. Okay, so for this, the simple thing is, see, first of all, you have to understand what is mind. The soul in the body, is the mind. So whatever might be your state of mind, or whatever might be your thoughts, just by vacating the body, the thoughts, the emotions, the feelings, everything is there. Everything is stored in your subtle bodies. So we have 7 bodies. So during the time of the physical death, only your physical body, we leave it on the planet Earth. So out of the 7 bodies, so we have 7 bodies. So out of the 7 bodies, the first body is a physical body. So we leave the physical body here. And then the second body is the etheric body. So the etheric body also we leave here on the physical death. So then we are in the third body, which is the emotional body. And we go to the astral worlds. So immediately after the physical death, we leave our physical body and energy body. But our thoughts and emotions are with us in the subtle bodies. And you take the next birth, whatever the thoughts you have is impacted even in the next birth. So just because you vacate the body, it doesn't mean like your thoughts are going to be neutralized. Your feelings or emotions are going to be neutralized. No. Your feelings, your emotions, your thoughts are very, very, very powerful. It goes on from one lifetime to another lifetime to another lifetime. So the only way you can free yourself is while you are in the physical body. So while you are in the physical body, your thinking has to change. Your thinking has to be rectified. So that is why all the enlightened masters, they emphasize on rectifying the mind. When your thinking changes, your destiny changes. So how do you rectify the mind? You rectify the mind in 2 ways. Number 1, with meditation. Number 2, with expansion of your consciousness through reading books and Sajjana Samyukya. By consciously understanding about the bigger picture of life. So you have to come out of your limited thinking. Of course, your mind is impacted by your surroundings. When you are a child, your surroundings impacted you. Your childhood programming, your parents, all the traumas you went through, everything impacts your mind. But then, as an adult, it is your responsibility to make sure your thinking is rectified, your mind is rectified, your understanding of life is perfected. So, more and more meditation, more and more of reading the right spiritual books, and having good companionship with the right people, with the right thinking people. So, in other words, Sajjana Sangatya. So, all those things helps to change our thinking. And when the thinking is changed, then the destiny is also changed. So, the simple answer is your thoughts, your emotions, your feelings always remains with you from lifetime to lifetime to lifetime. It's just that from the physical death, you are no more within the physical limitations. After the death, you realize that, wow, it's a perfect Maya. This physicality is a perfect Maya. That's the only realization you will have. But you are the same person. Your thoughts are the same. Your feelings are the same. Your fears are the same. Nothing changes. So it is very, very important that while we are here on the planet Earth, we course correct, we change our thinking, we change our understanding of life. So that is where the spiritual science plays a very, very important role. Meditation plays an important role. Reading books plays an important role. Sajjana Sangatya and Guru Sangatya plays an important role. Doing seva, service, plays an important role for the rectification of the thoughts and emotions and feelings. When your thoughts are not rectified, then as you think, so you become. When your emotions are not in balance, then you will go through the needless suffering. You have to underline the word needless suffering. Your suffering is because of your own limitations, my dear friends. The spiritual journey is all about coming out of the limitedness, wrong understanding of life, limited understanding of life, limited belief systems. So, spirituality is all about liberation from all those limitedness, to realize how unlimited you are, to realize that how pure you are. So, that is the whole journey. And you have to understand that every single person who is born on the planet Earth is going to get enlightened. Every single person who is born on the planet Earth is going to get enlightened. So the destination doesn't matter because everybody is going to get enlightened, whether in this lifetime or the next lifetime or after 100 lifetimes. It doesn't matter. But what really matters is the journey. It is the journey of you from a speck of consciousness becoming a complete consciousness, like means in simple words, the Amsatma, which has come to the planet Earth. A speck of consciousness is Amsatma, coming to the planet Earth and going through many cycles of reincarnation, life and death, and finally evolving itself into Pournatma. Then the earth journey is completed. So the journey is important. It is a beautiful journey. How many lessons you learn in one lifetime? Don't be in a rush. You don't need to be in a rush to learn all the lessons in the lifetime. But what really matters is, are you learning the lesson? Are you enjoying the journey on the planet Earth? That matters. Anyway, you are going to become enlightened. If not this lifetime, after 10 lifetimes or after 100 lifetimes, anyway, you're going to become enlightened. But are you enjoying this learning process? Are you enjoying this journey? That is very important. So, slow and steady wins the race, my dear friends. Slow and steady, always slow and steady. There is no need to be in a rush. There is no need to worry. There is no need to hurry. Just don't waste the time. Don't waste the time. Every given moment, focus on some lessons, focus on meditation, focus on helping others, focus on reading books, focus on enjoyment. Every single moment of life, you have to enjoy, and at the same time, simultaneously, you have to learn new things. You have to be a better version of yourself. Every single day, you have to be a better version of yourself. And you see, the beauty is every moment you become a better version of yourself, every day you are becoming a better version of yourself, naturally you are happy. Your happiness comes very naturally when you make efforts to become a better version of yourself. So, without getting stuck, without lazing around, just keep moving forward every day, one step at a time. Keep moving forward and enjoy the journey. Enjoy the journey of the planet Earth. That is more important. I hope I answered your question. Next. Next question.
Yeah, I'm just disconnecting you from the audio, main audio.
Namaste everyone. Thanks for the session. I'm visiting from Hyderabad to my son in UK. I have been attending many classes in mindful meditation and then art of living. And then, of course, we have visited a pyramid also in Hyderabad. I'm basically an academician. We teach yoga. I'm an instructor, yoga instructor. We teach yoga for school children and all that. I have a question. This meditation, how are you going to evaluate it? You are telling that you are going to introduce, we are introducing yoga. Of course, so you are telling that you are going to assess and include in syllabus. My question is, how are you going to measure and what are the, like it's like a questionnaire or see it's different levels of meditation. I do in a different way. I cannot evaluate how she is matured and all that in meditation. So I just want a little clarification. Being an academician, I'm curious to know about this. Thank you very much.
Okay. So this courses we are introducing is on the university level, on the degree college level.
Wait, Anna, just a second. Yes, you can.
Okay. Is it fine?
Yes, please go ahead.
Okay. So the courses we have designed, or we already designed and we have submitted to the University Grants Commission. So the courses we have designed, initially we want to introduce to the autonomous universities. And how the marks are going to be evaluated is, so we are calling it as a value-based education. So where there is meditation is a simple breath awareness meditation, anapanasati meditation. There is no mantras, there is no tantras. And through this meditation practice, how they are progressing in their academics, how they are progressing in their emotional well-being. Because in most of the colleges, most of the schools, the main challenge right now they are going through is the discipline. So students are very sensitive, and if the teachers they say something, the students are not able to take it. So either they are committing suicides or they're becoming a rebel. And also there is a lot of addictions. There's a lot of drug addictions, liquor addictions, and people who are in a very early age, like, people who are just in their 14, 15, 16, they are getting into relationships and they are in a live-in relationships. So there is no real connect between the children and the parents, and there is no real connect between the students and the teachers. So this is the need of the hour, where even the government is giving a GO, a government order. A circular has been sent to all the universities and schools, where they say meditation and yoga has to be compulsory as a value-based course. But unfortunately, many schools and colleges, they don't know how to take it forward. So this is precisely where this Breath Energy Health Foundation comes in, where we have a set of teachers going and teaching them, and we have a course, and the evaluation process is based on questionnaires, before and after questionnaires. We have also tied up with a research institute recognized by the government of India, based in Pune. So it's a research organization. So they are helping us in setting up the questionnaires. So there are 3 levels of questionnaires. The first level of the questionnaires is for the teachers. So that means we are going and training the teachers. We are teaching meditation to the teachers. We are making the teachers go through a particular period of meditation, for example, 21 days. And then we recommend them certain books. So the teachers are first equipped to understand what meditation is, to understand what this meditation can bring the transformation in. So that is the first level of research. So the second level of research is for the students. So once the teachers, they get trained in meditation, so how we are doing it, for example, there are 6 periods or 7 periods. So each period, 10 minutes, they have to meditate first. So in between the first period, so one teacher goes away. After the first period, the teacher goes away, the lecturer goes away, and then the new teacher comes in. So there is a 5 to 10 minutes of gap in between the first lecture and the second lecture. So those 5 to 10 minutes, we are making them sit in meditation. So suppose they have 6 periods. So 10 minutes each period. So 6 periods, they're doing 60 minutes meditation. So with this evaluation, so we are giving a questionnaire, like a set of questions once in a week, what progress they see in their life, in their academics, in their emotional balance, in their emotional behaviors, and then overall understanding of life and their happiness index. We are focusing on the happiness index also, the fourth one. So these questionnaires has to be filled by the teachers, and there is a different set of questionnaires filled by the students. And then the third level is, then the parents are also given a questionnaire to see how they see changes in their children over a period of time, monthly basis. So these are the 3 sets of questionnaires we are collecting for the research purpose. Now, when it comes to this is another part. The different part is how we are going to evaluate. So we have created a syllabus where we speak about science of happiness, we speak about science of energy, we speak about science of happiness, we speak about energy science, and we speak about behavioral sciences, and also how to empower them, how to make them more confident for them to attend the interviews, and how they are emotionally more balanced, and how they are going to be contributing, how they're going to contribute to the economy of the country by being a proactive participant in the welfare of the country. So these are the set of subjects we have, and of course there is question answers. And the evaluation is based not only on the theoretical aspect, but the evaluation is based on the project aspect as well. We are giving certain projects to them, like we are having a certain tie-up with MNCs, we are having a certain tie-up with certain companies. So the Breath Energy Foundation acts as a mediator between the companies which are going to employ and also the universities. So the evaluation is based on theory and then practicals as well. So in a way, through this value-based education, we are training the students to be quality employees. See, the problem in India is most of the students, once they graduate, more than 80% of the students after the graduation, they are not ready to be absorbed in the job, because theoretically they have the knowledge, but they don't have the practical experience. They don't have the soft skills. They don't know how to be a team player. They don't know how to focus on the bigger vision of the company and how to get in alignment with that. And most of the companies, they are going through stress levels as well. They are going through the stress levels because the employees are not equipped to handle their stress because of the social media distractions or because of the emotional imbalances they have within. So our goal on the university level is for the student to be employment ready, number one, and also to make sure they have high energy levels, and also to make sure they have very balanced in their emotions. And also this course really helps them to understand the bigger picture of life. How do we make them understand the bigger picture of life is to focus on the areas of their interest. Okay, so education is not only to earn money and career. Education for them is to how to live a meaningful and a happy life. So we focus on the health and happiness. These are the 2 factors we focus on, health and happiness. So when your health and happiness is focused, then there is a realignment where the student needs to fit in. Like, suppose the student might be studying arts, but he might be interested in another field. So through this value added courses, there will be a lot of internal readjustment where the student will choose the course where he really appreciates, where he really enjoys. So this is how we are going to bring in. And we are working with 6 to 7 universities to begin with. And if you want, I can send you that course curriculum so that you can introduce in your own college. And let's see how it is. We are happy to have your feedback as well. I think I've taken a little longer, but because there is multifaceted, so that's why I have to explain in detail. So we are working simultaneously with the university, and we are working with the employers, and we are working with the parents and the teachers. So they are multifaceted we are working with. Okay. Next question.
Just for the next question, I'm discussing for the audio.
My name is Salanjeev Kaur, and I work for the British government. I lead in stakeholder engagement and project delivery professional. I'm really keen to work with you and offer you my help because you've mentioned that you want to get in touch with the government. So use me as a conduit. I'm more than happy to help. I lead in stakeholder engagement. And the one thing that I've noticed with the department that I work in, it's His Majesty's Revenue and Customs. There's 66,000 people in the department. And a lot of my colleagues I've witnessed firsthand are suffering with chronic fatigue and burnout. So if you're able to share with me your paper, I am more than happy to cascade that initially in His Majesty's Revenue and Customs, but then wider across the whole of the civil service, which would perhaps span 152 offices and cover quite a considerable number of people who actually work for the government. So that's what I wanted to do, but I also wanted to take the opportunity to thank you for all the enlightened message that you've given, and also all of the amazing masters that are here today as well, and sending you all peace and happiness. Namaste.
Thank you. Thank you very
Just a
much.
second.
Definitely.
Just a second. Just a second.
Please be in contact.
Just a second, please.
Answers. There is a black Mercedes starting with KT80. You need to take out your car so that we can get the food in. The food van is going to come. Black Mercedes KT80, starting with KT80. Yeah, please. KT80, black Mercedes. Thank you.
Okay. So I just want to respond to that. Thank you for coming forward. So definitely we will work together. See, my intention to come to UK to do something is to really support the people of United Kingdom, and also to reach out to the government, to inspire the government, because the next 10 years are going to be very, very important. So the next 10 years is very crucial, where more and more people will be ascending, more and more people will be shifting their consciousness, more and more people will be transforming. And the next 10 years is going to be very challenging as well. Many people will go through depression, many people will go through this metamorphosis of pull and push. And so this is where a lot of our work is needed. These souls are very tender souls, they're very highly evolved souls, but they need the right guidance. There are so many suicides happening among young children. They are very beautiful children, they are very intelligent, they are very smart, they are very evolved. But if the society is not able to understand them, the parents are not able to understand them, the teachers are not able to understand them. So they feel enough is enough. This place is not for me. They're committing suicides. So this is where the spiritual education is the need of the hour for the next 10 years, very precisely. And in my experience, when I went to United Nations, so you would imagine that the United Nations is the world organization, very sophisticated, happy job. Everybody's happy there, and they're on the world platform. Sophistication is there, very highly paid. Everybody's happy. This is what everybody would assume from outside. The moment I stepped in to the United Nations chamber, of course, the sophistication is there, and the infrastructure is like the top class infrastructure, and everything is there. But I don't see any smile in anybody's faces. Everybody is going through stress. Everybody is going through pain. There is a lot of stress and pain in the employees, even though they are very highly paid. Very highly paid. They have a lot of money, but they don't have peace. They don't have the understanding of life. They're constantly going through the stress factor because they are on the they have there's strict timelines. They have to finish this project, and then one more project comes in, and also there is a lot of fear factor, because if they don't stick onto the deadlines, they might lose their job. So there is a lot of fear and there is a lot of stress. So when I think in the month of February, I think on Shivratri, I remember it's February 26th when I went. Initially it was one department who was willing, and after that department attended the session, very quickly they said, "Wow, it is amazing. This is really need of the hour." So now you won't believe, the entire United Nations complex is doing meditation every single day. They made it compulsory meditation. So during the lunch break of 1 hour, half an hour they have made compulsory of meditation. And I'm doing online classes from here to the United Nations chapter in Vietnam, Hanoi. So it just takes the government to see what is working and what is not working. And now, the UK and even the USA, the medical budgets are exponentially blowing up. So the government cannot sustain the medical budgets anymore, because the medicines are not working, and more side effects and more diseases, illnesses, and a lot of complications are adding up. So unless they get into a holistic health approach, because the current medical science is treating only the symptoms, it is not treating the cause. And every illness, more than this is what the doctors, this is what the research, the medical fraternity have officially declared, that more than 80% of the illness are psychosomatic. So that means psyche is in the mind, soma is the body. More than 80% of the physical illness is because of the mental stress. This is what is officially declared through their own medical research. And the unfortunate thing is, there is no medicine to fix your mind. Even in Ayurveda, there is no medicine to fix your mind. So the only way is change of your lifestyle, change in the way you think, the change in the way you perceive life. So this is the only way. And the beauty is, the meditation is so simple. It's like, close your eyes, observe the breath. It doesn't, no religion, no dogma, no guru, no cult, nothing. So that is precisely the reason Patri sir has asked me to start this Breath Energy Health Foundation. The name is given by Patri sir way back in the year 2014. So he said, if you want to reach out to the whole world, you have to reach out to the United Nations. You have to reach out to the governments. You have to reach out to the universities. You have to reach out to the schools. So meditation might be a reserved word. Some cultures don't accept meditation because they think meditation is part of Hinduism. And some countries, they don't accept meditation. For example, communist countries or Islamic countries, they don't accept meditation. And if you want the global acceptance, if you want to really impact the planet Earth, so you have to start a new foundation. Instead of using the word meditation, you use the word breath energy. And if it is health and if it is for the foundation, the government will support you. So this is what precisely Patri sir has said after he gifted me the crystal. So along with gifting me the crystal, he has given this responsibility to start this foundation. And because it's a neutral organization, everybody has breath, and we are focused on the health, holistic health. Now the United Nations is welcoming us, and the governments are welcoming us, the universities are welcoming us. So only on a scientific basis, only on a neutral basis, we can able to impact the government, and we are already doing it. And we have started the research this year. We have started the research in India. So the research findings, the papers, the conclusions, the recommendations will take some time. It might take another 1 year. But in between, what we can do is, we have an organization profile. We have an organization profile of Breath Energy Health Foundation, and we clearly state the vision and mission, and we speak the science. So through this organization profile, we are happy to reach to the offices, government departments, and they can experiment. They can experiment few minutes of meditation every day to see what impact it creates to them. And it is their own practical experience which will serve as a recommendation to the higher ups. So this is what we can do. So the next time I come to UK, I'll be happy to take sessions, classes in the government departments or in the universities and schools. The subject is we are not taking meditation, we are taking stress management, holistic health, stress management and holistic health workshop. So this is the title we are reaching out to. And stress is very simple. We explain in scientific terms. Why do people go through stress? Very simple. A simple question. Why do people go through stress? People go through stress because there are too many things to do in too little time, and there is no energy, or there is less energy. When there is too many things to do in too little time, and when you have less energy, by default, you are in stress. Now, the things to do cannot be compromised. When you go to work, you have to finish the work. You cannot compromise on the work. And while you are at home, you have to take care of the family, you have to cook your food, you have to clean your house, you have to look after your children. So the work cannot be compromised. And the time is the same for everybody. Everybody has 24 hours. So time is also a constant variant. So the work cannot be compromised, and time is a constant variant. The only thing you can focus on is the energy factor. So when you increase your energy factor, even though you have a lot of things to do, even though you have too little time, you won't feel stressed. So it is on this energy factor the stress management can be handled. So this is where this is the language we speak, and this is how we reach out to the government. So I'm more than happy to do some specific workshops on stress management, on holistic health, the next time I visit UK, probably in a couple of months. Okay. Next question.
Disconnecting you from the audio.
One last question, friends, before we go for lunch.
Hello, Pradeepji. My name is Srinivas. I am very new to the spirituality process and meditation as well. I have a question, like by following the spirituality process and trying to seek liberation, can we get answers to the ultimate questions like why and how the life on this planet is created? Like, is it through evolutionary accident or some well-designed pattern? Can we understand those things to ourselves by following this process?
Okay. Your name, sir?
Just a second, I'm connecting you to the.
Srinivas.
Okay.
Just a minute.
Srinivas ji,
Pradeep. Just a minute, Pradeep ji.
Okay. Yeah, please go ahead.
Okay. So Srinivas ji, you have asked a very important question. See, as a beginner of meditation, whether you are a beginner of meditation or you are an advanced seeker, advanced practitioner in your meditation, whatever might be your stage, see, your simple focus should be on the happiness, right? Your benchmark should be happiness. Are you happy today? If you're not happy, what can you do to make yourself happier? Or you're already happy, but what can you do to be happier? So if you keep this happiness as an index, if you keep the happiness as a benchmark, then your evolution happens very naturally. I'll give an example. There are different kinds of, as we have an age for the body, we also have the age for the soul. If a soul has taken only few incarnations, we call it as a baby soul. A little more incarnations with more experiences, we call it as a, from infant soul to the baby soul, next to the young soul, then we call it as a mature soul, then we call an old soul, then the transcendental soul. So according to the experience of the soul, according to the number of lifetimes the soul has taken, based on what experience the soul has gathered in its multiple lifetimes, the evolution of the soul happens. So like we have the age of the body, we have the age of the soul also. Now, on what basis the soul evolution happens? For example, on what basis a baby soul evolves into a young soul? A baby soul focuses only on survival. For the baby soul, the focus is only eat, sleep, procreate, and then follow the next day. Eat, sleep, and then next day. So the baby soul is focused only on the survival. So all the people who are doing these menial jobs, all the people who are focused only on survival, nothing else in their life. There is no music, there is no art, there is no contemplation of life. Their focus is only on eating, sleeping. That's all. Like animals also procreate, they also procreate. So the focus is only on survival. So we call them as baby souls. There's nothing wrong in it because they've taken only few lifetimes. So that is how they are. And it is okay. Now, when they graduate to the next level of young soul is after taking many lifetimes in that particular experience of survival, then the soul feels like, okay, this I'm already happy, eating, sleeping, just surviving. I'm okay, I'm happy. But still, there is some emptiness within me. There is still, I feel something incomplete. Why can't I be a leader? Why can't I be a supervisor? Why can't I be better than my neighbor? So then, when this thing comes, then the soul is ready to graduate to the young soul. So the young soul focuses on power, authority, leadership, money, ego. So it wants to prove that it is better than the other. So now the soul has graduated from the survival state of consciousness to the one-up consciousness. The one-up consciousness means I have to be better than others. I have to be the leader. So these young souls are mostly the leaders of religious organizations, the leaders of political organizations. They are the leaders of unions, factory unions, and they want to be leaders. They want others to listen to them. So they feel good. They feel good having money. They feel good with the power, control. When they control another person, when they feel powerful, they feel good, happy. So it is the happiness index which takes them to the next level. Now, after they take many, many incarnations, now they have already seen enough money, they have seen enough power, name and fame, they have seen. But then there comes an emptiness. They feel, yes, I have all this money, name, fame, but still something is incomplete. So then the soul goes on sports, art, music, crafts. It goes into the creative aspect of it because money alone is okay, but music gives me more happiness. Sports gives me more happiness. Creativity, arts gives me more happiness. So then the soul graduates to be a mature soul. So it is the happiness index which helps the soul to graduate from one level to another level. And after taking many, many incarnations in that mature soul level, then the soul feels like, okay, I'm good in music, I'm good in arts, I'm good in sports, but still there is some incompleteness because I see so many people suffering. I see so many people without food. I see so many people, they're born in very challenging situations. So how can I be happy when somebody else is suffering? I need to do something. So then the soul takes the incarnation as a old soul, in the beginning of the old soul. So in the old soul category, then the soul wants to do a lot of charity, a lot of social service, building the schools, supporting the environment, clean environment, plantation of the trees. So all kinds of social work the soul will take. See, now the meditation has not come into the soul's journey so far. So they do a lot of social service. And they do many lifetimes they take as a social service person. Then again, there is a deep void within them after many lifetimes. So they feel a deep void. Yes, I'm helping many people, but the more I help, there are more people waiting for the help. So why this imbalance in the first place? Why somebody has to be born in a poor family? Why somebody has to be born in a rich family? Why there is so much of inequality? What is this creation? Why God created all those things? So what is life? So when the fundamental question happens, what is life? So then they start searching. Then they start seeking the answers. Then they go to the workshops, they go to libraries, they read books, they go from one religious organization to another religious organization, from one spiritual organization to another spiritual organization. They are in the seeking state. They want to know the answers. They want to know the answers of what life is. So that is that means they're in an old soul state. That means their enlightenment journey has just started. So why, when, where, how, what is life, what is death, what happens after death, who am I, what am I, all those questions pops up. So then they want to know everything about law of karma, they want to know everything about life after death. So in this stage the enlightenment journey has already begun. So this is the first stage where this is enlightenment. Before enlightenment, you have a deep quest to know what is the truth. Because without knowing the truth, you are not happy. So again, the happiness level is the index. Now, after many theoretical explorations, they are so much filled with knowledge. It has become too much for them because theoretically they know many things. Theoretically, they know about karma. Theoretically, they know about dharma. Theoretically, they know about life. They know about life after death. They know about enlightenment. Everything they know theoretically, but practically no experience. They haven't gone through any experience of themselves because there is no sadhana. So then it again becomes a great confusion. They go into spiritual depression because theoretically they know many things, but practically no experience. So then their focus is only practical experience. So after many lifetimes, they say like, okay, no, I'm not interested in theoretical subject anymore. I want only experience. I want to realize myself. I want to experience life myself. I want to experience transformation. I'm no more interested in theory. I'm only interested in practical transformation. So then their real enlightenment begins. When they experience practically that they are not the body, they are not what they think, but they are pure consciousness. When they experience it, so then the actual enlightenment happens. But that is still incomplete because now they experience something, but still it is incomplete. There's still something pending. There's still some vacuum. There's still some emptiness. So now they start teaching what they know. So the more they start teaching, the more they perfect what they know. So the more they start doing seva. So in that process of service and seva, slowly, the God realization happens. First is the self-realization, and the next is the God realization. So from the first stage to the final stage, a soul average takes around 400 lifetimes. Average of 400 lifetimes. Some souls take 200 lifetimes or 100 lifetimes. Some souls take 600, 700 lifetimes. But the average is around 350 to 400. Now, in every lifetime, the index is your happiness index. Because it is in search of the happiness, it is in search of the peace the soul wants to, looking for what are the areas I can grow, what are the areas I can explore, what I need to do to be a happy person. So it is the happiness index which helps the soul to graduate from one level to another level. So as a beginner of meditation, since you said you are a beginner in meditation in the spiritual journey, forget about what is this universe, what is this life, who created this life, this evolution. Forget about all those things. Focus on only one thing. Are you happy today? If you're not happy, what you need to do to be happy? So focus on only your happiness. Focus on health. Are you physically healthy? Are you emotionally healthy? Are you psychologically healthy? Are you socially healthy? Are you spiritually healthy? So focus on your health, focus on your happiness. That takes you to the next level, to the next level, to the next level automatically. So what you need to do to be happy? Yeah, few minutes of meditation. You experiment, few minutes of meditation, 30 minutes meditation, 40 minutes meditation. Yes, you feel more calm, you feel more happy. Yeah, continue that practice because that practice gives you happiness. Then you read nice spiritual books. So when you read nice spiritual books, you feel a certain satisfaction inside you. Intellectually, you feel happy. So continue reading books. Spend time in nature. When you spend time in the nature, then you are mentally happy, you are mentally calm. When you are in the waterfalls, when you are in the seashore, when you are in the mountains, you feel mentally calm. So that gives you happiness. So focus on that. When you're helping another person, you feel happy. So do that. So anything and everything which gives you joy, anything and everything which gives you happiness, you just focus on that. That will take you to the next level of evolution, to the next level of evolution. Finally, you are an enlightened person. You are a liberated person. Let the enlightenment happen on its own. Let it happen this lifetime or let it happen next lifetime. You don't care. You don't care about enlightenment. You care only about your happiness. So when your focus is only on happiness, then you are spiritually growing by default. You are getting liberated by default. Liberation from what? Liberation from needless suffering. When you are liberated from needless suffering, that is called mukti and moksha. Thank you very much, my dear friends. So looking forward to seeing you physically sometime soon. And yes, what we are going to do is we are going to do really big things. We are going to do amazing things with the government. And instead of enlightening one person at a time, let the government get enlightened. So it should be the job of the government to build pyramids. It should be the job of the government to teach meditation. It should be the job of the government to make sure every citizen is happy and healthy. So let us focus on that. Thank you very much. Namaste to all.
Just a second, I'm disconnecting you from the audio.
Thank you, Pradeep ji. Everybody thoroughly enjoyed your sessions, and there are so many other people they wanted to ask the questions, but because of the the time, we have to conclude now. And everybody is like so thankful and so grateful for your session today. Thank you once again. You are always available for any of the sessions for UK, and you have inspired so many souls in the UK, and so many are ready to serve. So many are coming forward. They want to do the work. They want to spread the meditation. So the objective is clear. Taking the meditation forward. Thank you, Pradeep Garu, once again. Thank you so much. Just a minute before you say something, I'll hand out to you here.
Just 1 second.
And also for the people who are new, there is a YouTube channel, Pradeep Vijay Spiritual Academy. And so you can follow that YouTube channel. Every Sunday, I come online to take questions. So every Sunday, India time, 5 p.m. I think now, yeah, because I have a UK session, so I have skipped that session for a few minutes. So every Sunday we can join, and there's going to be interaction among all the spiritual seekers on every week. So every week from around the world, we gather and we learn from each other. So if you go to Pradeep Vijay Spiritual Academy YouTube channel, you will find a lot of videos, especially the beginners. You will find a lot of videos which will really empower you. Okay. Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you once again, Pradeep Garu. So we are concluding the session now. So we'll move forward to the next program. Thank you, Pradeep Garu.
Thank you. అక్కడ
అక్కడే ఉంది.
జూమ్ సెషన్ ఎండ్ చేస్తున్నాను. ఇది ఎండ్ చేస్తున్నాను.